topic being evolving landscape of healthcare in Telangana. There would be a deep dive on these pointers: leapfrog in infrastructure, building beds, medical colleges, equipment, flagship and innovative schemes, KCR kits, Kanti Velugu, medical diagnostics, huge spike in heath forces. To lead on this panel discussion and to moderate this panel discussion, I would like to call upon Dr. M. Raja Rao, Superintendent, Gandhi Hospital, Hyderabad. Moving ahead, I would like to call upon Dr. B. Nagendar, Superintendent, Osmania General Hospital, Hyderabad. Further, I would like to call Dr. S. S. Yadav, Chairman, IMA's Hospital Board of India, Telangana State. Dr. G. Swarnalata, in charge, Jeevandhan Program, to please join us on the dais. Further, I would like to call upon Professor Renu John, Co-founder and Head, Center for Healthcare, Entrepreneurship, Professor, Biomedical Engineer, IIT Hyderabad. And finally, to join the panel, I would like to call upon Dr. Martha Ramesh, Liaison Officer, NIMS, and Associate of Hospital Administration. Over to you, Dr. M. Rajarao, to moderate the session. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all of you. I welcome you all again for the post-lunch session. Here, today's topic is the evolving landscape healthcare in Telangana. If you see the sea of changes in healthcare system in Telangana for the past 1 decade, and that leapfrog infrastructure that is in buildings, beds, medical colleges, and equipments. If you see, I am from the tertiary care hospital, Gandhi Hospital. I am superintendent of Gandhi Hospital. If I talk about Gandhi Hospital, previously in Gandhi Hospital, there used to be 218 oxygen beds. But now, we are having 1900 oxygen beds. Among that, 700 are the ICU beds. So, like this, and if you see the modalities of services even, previously the organ transplantations, or cochlear implants, or hip and knee replacement surgeries, such things we used to see in corporate sector. But now we have seen even in government sector also. Not only that, if you see the infrastructure wise also, we are having almost 50 operation theaters and nearing 550 ventilators, more than 400 multi-channel monitors, and like that, if you name everything we are having. So previously, this, even though tertiary care institutions, so government hospitals, they are a bit lag when compared to the corporate sector. Now, we are having everything. So in this, like, I would like to take the opinion of Dr. B. Nagendar. He is a superintendent, Osmania General Hospital. Sir, how do you feel like the leapfrog in Osmania and this tertiary care hospital?
Actually, the public health concerned with the primary health care at the public primary health centers, and the secondary level is at a commissionerate hospital. Tertiary case is Osmania and Gandhi Hospital. You know very well that after 2014, lot of developments are being taken up. And regarding the public health aspect, there is a Kanti Velugu program, which is preventable, avoidable blindness. To avoid the blindness, they have done a Kanti Velugu program, which is a flagship of Telangana government, which was successfully run, and lot of good results are come up. Another public health program, which is the flagship of Telangana, is a KCR kit, which which will give 16 items to the pregnant mother. That is helped us decreasing the infant mortality rate, as well as improving the nutritional status of the pregnant mothers. Third is and to help them in a institutional delivery. You know, the institutional delivery will prevent the infant and maternal and infant mortality rate. So our Telangana government, after the 2014, our Telangana government stand third in reducing the infant mortality rate. After Kerala and Tamil Nadu, Telangana has become third place, decreasing the infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate. Not only that, regarding the diagnostic centers, previously Telangana, anywhere public used to go to the visit to the tertiary care hospital for the high-end diagnostic blood test and all these things. Telangana diagnostic centers are established, around 134 blood tests are done at their place only. So this is a lot of improvement in public health sector, as well as recently our government has introduced a nutritional kit. So many of them are the problems with maternity mortality disease due to the malnutrition and iron deficiency anemia. So nutritional kit is distributed to the pregnant mothers so that their nutrition will be maintained. From the starting of the delivery of the patient to the geriatric care, Telangana government is all the levels they have taken care to give the best health care for the sectors. And not only that, and be regarding these medical colleges, so they have created more than 26 medical colleges till now on the basis of one medical college to each district. And again yesterday there was a sanction of 8 more medical colleges. So 34 medical colleges in 33 districts. So that will give not only job opportunities like recruitment of the staff nurses, recruitment of the paramedical staff, as well as doctors. And secondary, they will give the tertiary care at the district level so that the load on the Usmania Gandhi Hospital, like tertiary care, will be decreased and the patient will get a good treatment at their place. And regarding the beds, lot of improvement, thousands of bed strength is increased in the teaching hospital as well as commissionerate hospital. Equipment, particularly in Usmania Hospital, after the Telangana government, from the smallest equipment to large mega equipment like operating microscopes, laser surgeries, and MRI machine, CT scan machine, so on and so forth. We are able to give the tertiary care to the complex surgeries in our hospital, like liver transplants, kidney transplant. We have done around 751 kidney transplants in our Usmania Hospital and around 30 liver transplant and laser surgeries. And among the PPP model, we have done dialysis center. We have created dialysis center. More than 2,000 dialysis patients are being done under PPP model.
Thank you, sir. As sir told, actually, we are reducing the maternal mortality and infant mortality rate. So if you see the NICU, neonatal intensive care units, and PICUs, and now MICUs, maternity intensive care units, they are more sophisticated and they are strengthened with so much of equipment and infrastructure. So it's a very good sign that decreasing the maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate. Now, Dr. G. Swarnalata, she has done a lot of work in Jeevandan. So, ma'am, how you see this? What's this leap? Like, if I see this, NIMS is having a record in doing organ transplantations. How will you feel and how you see?
So, good afternoon. I thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity. So, regarding the organ transplantation, so I am proud to say that Telangana is number 1 in terms of particularly deceased donor organ transplantation. And the program is called Jeevan. It's a flagship program of government of Telangana. So across India, if you see, the organ donation rate is average is 0.8 per million population. But Telangana, it has crossed almost, I can say, around 5 to 10 times. It's 5.4 per million population. So it's one of the, I think it's a role model for the entire country. So the strength of our program, the Jeevandan program being, it is a government support, it's a government platform wherein we maintain a registry for all the patients who require organ transplantation, be it a liver, be it a kidney. So the centralized registry is being maintained. And Jivandan is a regulatory authority run by the government, so it tries to, like give the license to the hospital who want to enroll themselves for the organ transplantation. And whenever there is a potential donor, we try to, allocate these organs as per the guidelines to the recipients. The other strength of the program being the organ allocation is online, it's through a portal. I think it's a unique in the entire country. None of the state have come up with such a sophisticated software to allocate the organs online unbiased. So I think this is the strength of our government, and the other states, including 5 to 6 adjacent states, have tried to adopt our own software. It is unique, and then it has the first state to come up with such a model. So I think that's one of the greatest strength of our program. And the other, the most important thing is awareness, public awareness as well as the awareness amongst our own professionals. I think those two are the important, the key points to address, so that we can actually, though I claim that this is being number one, in terms of the requirements, still we are lagging behind, because there's a huge demand. As you can see, one of the important health problem in the entire the country, not only the country, as I can say the worldwide, it is the end-stage organ failure, the non-communicable diseases, which we are also talking about as a developing country. So we have a lot of patients who have this end-stage organ failure, and they are suffering because of lack of availability of the organs. And these are a huge resource. The deceased donor is a huge resource. As you said, how do you look in future, particularly with respect to government hospital and private hospital? I think there is a huge what is called scope of improvement, though we stand number one. Because there's a lot of people, because all these brain deaths come from the brain accident cases. So as you can see, there are a lot of accident cases happening, there are a lot of brain deaths happening, but these are not identified and these are not declared brain death. I think we should concentrate on all these, identifying these brain deaths, potential brain deaths, optimizing them, and counseling the family members in terms of the organ, accepting for organ donation. So there's a lot of scope in future, and I think it should be like addressed in both ways. Not like we should allow the patients to go to end stage and then look for organ donation. It's like you should cut both the ends. You should concentrate on prevention, the other end being the the organ transplantation. So I look at there's a lot of scope and a lot of scope for the improvement in this program.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, this organ donation means, actually, there will be a lot of litigations and disputes, but the way how it is going very transparently and very systematically, definitely I'm appreciating your services. And now, Dr. S.S. Yadav, the chairman IMS Hospital Board of India, Telangana State. Sir, how will you see this, the overall picture, what's going on in Telangana, this healthcare system?
Good evening, everyone. 3 government officials speaking, and I was also a government official, although retired. Telangana, definitely, from the time we have been working in the government sector to today, there are a lot of changes, a lot of good changes which have come. Things have become much better in the sense that patient treatment is happening in a proper way, and a lot of IT industry is coming into play so that things become more smoother. Earlier, the patient used to wait in a line to get a OP sheet done. All that has become computerized now. That way, it is all good. My question is not to the development. My question is to the small hospitals which are facing issues with Pollution Control Board regarding having STPs. STPs are sewage treatment plant for a small hospital. Nowadays, small hospitals are something, a house in the locality, where a doctor goes, passes like you guys will pass tomorrow, start your own setup, and in a house you'll open a hospital, 15-bed, 20-bed hospital. And then the Pollution Control Board people say that you must have a sewage treatment plant costing around 5 lakh rupees. The income as such is just to start, and every bed is being charged for collecting the material, which is the things which come out from the patient, the dressing material and everything. Even after surgery, your organs which are there have to be sent to the PCB for collection and all. These problems are there more in the small setups. These problems have to be solved, including the fire thing. Old hospital, now the fire engine has to run all through the corners of the building. So these are the problems being faced by small nursing homes. Whatever said and done, Healthcare, a very neglected thing in the past, now it is becoming better, all said and done. Still, 80% of the treatment is done by private hospitals. There is no doubt about that. It is not that the government hospitals are not doing that. They have their own burden, they have their own issues. A lot of poor people are going, but still there are some issues wherein the healthcare is set up in the private setup. And these things, because of the rules and regulations, because of around 20-21 license to be taken to get a permission to start in a hospital, have become a headache for the new doctors to come. I request the Government of India to look into these issues because the rules are coming from Government of India, PCB and the fire setup and all. Earlier nobody used to bother. And the most important thing, quackery. One good thing, many medical colleges, I think that indirectly will eradicate quackery to some extent because there will be a lot of doctors. Earlier people used to say that doctors are not available in mandals and taluks. Nowadays, even in small villages, MBBS doctor is there. So that issue must not be brought up once again. That issue is not the question. Regarding Madam's thing, I am also a member of IMA, National Board for Organ Donation. I think I will discuss with you in a long term. Organ donation and people knowing when to give an organ and trying to report the matter so that many people's life can be saved. We only know of corneal transplant. That is one thing which is very common now. But the other organs, I am very happy that even in Usmania, Gandhi and NIMS, a lot of organ transplantation is happening. This is saving a lot of lives. I think we need still many more steps to go up. Although the steps taken are very good, but still downtown, people at the ground level are not getting the proper requirement. Maybe in a decade tomorrow, things will be much better. I hope healthcare industry in Telangana will become number 1 instead of 2 and 3 like it is presently. Thank you.
Yes, sir. The way how we are going, definitely at some point of the time will become number 1. And as you said, to start a nursing home, yes, registration and PCB and fire, everything should be there, sir. This is for the safety of the people and even for the patients. But the only thing is, as you said, probably there are some problems where we have to address them. And now we are having Professor Renu John. Sir is a professor, biomedical engineer, IIT Hyderabad. Sir, what's your views as a IIT?
Good evening to all of you. So, I am probably the only person in the entire community who is really odd coming from an engineering or a technology perspective. I think if you look at the Telangana state as a whole, so this is one of the states that has come up really great in terms of leading in technologies. In fact, Hyderabad and Telangana as a whole has been a pharma hub, one of the largest pharma hubs in the country. And it has been one of the largest IT hubs. So the first thing which, from a technology perspective, when we notice is that, this is one of the states, one of the clinical communities which I have seen who has been very fast in embracing technologies, embracing advances and innovation in technologies. So whenever, wherever we approach the clinicians, both from the government sector and the private sector, we got such an overwhelming response from the doctors and clinicians to adapt new technologies. So if you look at what the state has been doing for the innovation ecosystem in the country, so we can see that, say, T-Hub, for example, housing more than 1,000 startups or even at least 200 of those coming from the medical devices or healthcare. So there has been focused programs announced by the state on digital healthcare, electronic health and medical records, projects and startups involving artificial intelligence and machine learning aspects to get into the medical devices, medical data, and introduce intelligence into the system so that it can assist and augment the physicians and the healthcare in the country. So apart from that, if you look at, say, a bunch of academic institutes in the state, both in the life sciences, a large number of defense institutes in the state. I think this is probably one of the states which has the largest number of defense research institutes. And academic institutes and even IIT, triple IITs all of them have a focus component on healthcare and medical technologies. So I think the entire ecosystem has contributed heavily in nurturing the healthcare startups, healthcare devices and technologies, and also accelerating these projects to a level where it can easily transition to the bedside for the hospitals. So if you look at the hospitals, we have seen that all of these hospitals have been involved heavily during the COVID time in providing public health and care to the patients. So I'm listening to the viewpoints from the clinicians. I think this is one of the state which provides the best ecosystem for medical devices and technologies to be adapted. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, really. Actually, before COVID, honestly telling, I don't know about this technical aspects of this, like how you people are helping us and what is this biomedical engineers, what they will do. Really, we don't know. But the COVID has opened our eyes. And thank you, sir. We are having so many medical devices, and your inputs and your help definitely will take the medical into the heights. And now we are having Dr. Ramesh, who is the licensing officer of NIMS. Sir, how you feel? What Telangana government and health system need your comments?
Good evening, everyone. See, but today everybody is talking about the Telangana government healthcare industry journey. So I can tell you, so 2014 before and 2014 after, once Telangana formed. See, in that topic, beds, very recently, we have a dynamic, energetic, and a great leader is leading us, is none other than KCR. And we all have to thank to our KCR sir, a workaholic, a wonderful, worthful health minister is our Honorable Tanir Harish Rao sir, is our health minister. Because two are the very important forces to take it forward, healthcare. Very recently, you have seen in the Dashabdi celebrations on June 14th, and our Honorable CM has laid down the Bhumi Puja for 2,000 beds. Way back, the Nawab, he had given 23 acres of land donated. But whereas today's our Honorable CM, he had given 33 acres of the land. Just see the commitment of our Honorable CM. So that is the greatest development is taking place in our Telangana. It's a vaccination hub, it's a pharma hub, we have wonderful tea hub. We are collaborating because we are taking a lot of technology, AI, artificial intelligence, the previous speakers they spoke, but everything because we are using the technology like anything. But Hyderabad, especially in Telangana, Hyderabad is the healthcare hub. And thanks to our beloved director, Dr. Birappa sir, just 3 days back, in India, in the public sector, first robotic system, we got it from the government of Telangana. 33 crores of worth. Come on guys, what else you want? So that is the journey of Telangana government and Telangana CM's vision and our Honorable Health Minister vision. And not only that, and just now our Raja Rao sir told and our Usmania Superintendent Dr. Nagendra sir also told, there are 34 medical colleges in our state. Just see the amount of the healthcare development and what is the importance of the government is giving a lot of importance to the healthcare industry. But when my being a liaison officer at NIMS Hospital, 2014, our sir also is here. The planning budget, earlier government as a non-planning budget in few crores, just 20 crores or 13 crores. But only Honorable CM, he had exclusively had given 153 crores of rupees only for the equipment at Nizam Institute of Medical Sciences. So, guys, so that's a huge 153 crores he had sanctioned towards the equipment. Apart from that, and now you see, now we are thankful to the government and we are the one of the, so that Covaxin also we played very important role. And not only that, and the BPL families, especially Aragasri patients, now even Usmania, Gandhi and ETNIMS, these are not the government sectors, these are the government corporate hospitals. Kindly don't use that word government hospitals. These three hospitals are the corporates of the government of Telangana. That's the way they have improved, they have developed, and everybody is so much happy, and the faculty and the paramedicals. And apart from that, in our NIMS, we have created that's allied health sciences, because apart from that, not only the medical seats and not only the faculty, and we are side by side by our government is giving a lot of helping hand to the allied sciences also. And that is the way. You see, so many beds, and nearly our Honorable Health Minister said 50,000 beds are going to add very soon. Greatest commitment from the government of Telangana. In the coming future, we are going to lead the globe, not only in India. Definitely, the Telangana is going to be the number one in the world in healthcare sector. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ramesh. Yes, definitely, will become number one. And now, as Dr. Ramesh is telling, so many sophisticated surgeries like organ transplants, CIBG, open heart surgeries, including CIZ, PTCA, cochlear implants, they are doing free of cost in tertiary care hospitals. Dr. Nagender, how you are feeling like being one of the biggest tertiary care hospitals? So many organ transplantations or trauma care, or even now fertility centers are also there in government sector. Even for the fertility, they are spending a lot outside. As our Dr. S.S. Yadav sir told, 75% is served by private hospitals and only 25% is serving by the government. Whatever, see, health system is health system. We are all working for the patient, and we are working for the poor patients. Dr. Nagendra, how do you feel like medicines-wise? For example, now IV immunoglobulins and so many factors and biologics, such a costly medicine, we are giving free of cost in tertiary care hospitals. How do you feel, Dr. Nagendra?
I'm happy to share that in our hospital for hemophilia patients, we are giving regular factors. So it is costing around 6 crores for a year, free of cost. So they can come at any time. The hematologist will be there. Factors are given free of cost. I think all the hemophilia patients of Telangana state come to Usmania Hospital. It is a very happy thing. And second thing is knee joint replacement and hip joint replacement surgeries. Under Arogyasri Ayushman Bharat, we are doing free of cost all these things, which is costing more than 3 lakhs for one joint in outside. So it is in a corporate hospital, complex surgeries are being done at government setup. This is a new trend in Telangana after the Telangana formation. Many of the complex procedures are being done in Usmania Hospital. So I am very, very happy to the government, as well as kidney transplantation. First kidney transplantation we have done in 1986. But till now, the patient is surviving. And after this Telangana formation, number of transplant surgeries are being done at Usmania Hospital. It is crossed more than 756 transplant surgeries, as well as liver transplantation surgeries. Both cadaver and live liver transplantation are being done in our hospital. We are very happy, and it is very useful to the poor patient. They are done at free of cost under the Arogyasri Ayushman Bharat scheme.
Thank you, Dr. Nagendra. Dr. Nagendra is like a student of Usmania Medical College, and now he is heading the Usmania Hospital. And I am the student of Gandhi Medical College, and I am heading now Gandhi Hospital. We know during our student days how the Gandhi Medical College or Gandhi Hospital, what are the facilities, and how the Usmania Hospital and what are the facilities. We used to hear that they are doing this surgery, that surgery in the corporate hospital. And we were not even aware of that. From that situation, now in our hospitals, all these things are happening at free of cost. And now, this organ transplantation, especially kidney transplantation, they are doing under Arogyasri. How do you feel this Arogyasri is helpful for organ transplantation, Dr. Swarnalata?
Thank you, sir, for the question. So there is a misconception in the public that, the organ transplantation is only for the, rich. So let me tell you that government has supported even the poor people. So this Arogyasri is available for all the transplant, not only for the kidney, it's also available for the deceased donor, the heart transplantation, the liver transplantation, the lung transplant. All the transplantation, organ transplant, solid organ transplantation is being covered in the Arogyasri. So in fact, if you look at the Jivandan program, so since its inception in 2013, we had around 1,200 donors, brain dead donors being donated in this program. So each of the brain dead can donate 2 kidneys, 1 liver, the heart and lungs. So overall it will be around 5 to 8 organs. So overall if you look at around 4,000 organ transplantations have been done in this program. So in all the 3 government hospitals, we have 33. There is one more 33 number I'll add to whatever 33 acres and 33 crores we have told about the robotic surgery, robot for the surgery. So we have 33 hospitals being registered under this program, and out of which 3 are the government hospitals. The NIMS hospital, the Usmania and Gandhi, all 3 hospitals are active in the organ transplantation program, the deceased donor organ transplantation program. And over the past the 10 years, we had around 500 organ transplantation, not only in the kidney, but heart, lung, liver, in government hospital all being covered under Arogyasri. It's not just the organ transplantation, the lifelong immunosuppression. They have to be on lifelong immunosuppression. So they are being provided the lifelong immunosuppression free of cost. So it's not you can just get rid of the myth that it's only for the rich. The poorest of the poor is affordable in the government of Telangana, is affordable for the organ transplantations. And now in NIMS itself, we have done around 400 kidney transplant, all under free of cost. That is deceased donor. But overall, if you look at, in NIMS we have done around 1,500 kidney transplants, around 25 liver transplants, around 10 to 15 heart transplants. All these transplantations are being done free of cost.
Wonderful, ma'am. Really, this Arogyasri, that's why this extent of usage of Arogyasri, I don't think any state is having this much of expenditure towards this health system. And now, even these packages are revising. Actually, me and Dr. Nagendra are the part of it. And the packages and the number of diseases also increasing in Arogyasri package. Now coming to this Professor Renu John, sir, what type of help or encouragement you feel that you needed from this technological aspect? Because we as a clinicians, we concentrate on patients only. Now you know the other part also, this medical devices in the clinical practice. So do you find any obstacles here in connecting these two? Or I need your comments in this perspective.
Thank you. I think the gaps between the engineering and technology and clinical community has been bridge, and it's right now it is all interdisciplinary in nature. We do visit hospitals, we do listen to clinicians, and clinicians are also very interested in coming and to technology institutes to understand how technology works. And so I think these gaps are getting built very fast. So when we look at, as one of the panelists have mentioned about, we are going to be one of the global hubs of healthcare. So that's where we really need to look at. So as a country, we sort of, our medical device import is about 80%. So from there, we have to look at how do we export medical devices for the globe. So how do we become a global player, and what are the gaps there? So of course, if you look at the state, we have this medical devices park being set up at Sultanpur, which is one of the leading steps which, as we said, pharma hub and IT hub, tomorrow to be a medical devices hub for the world. This is one of the major initiatives the state has taken. There is a long way to go because we need good manufacturing practice labs, we need good manufacturing facilities, we need good medical device testing laboratories and regulatory facilities so that we make devices for the world complying to the global regulatory requirements. So I think that is where one of the areas where we have to emphasize both from the technology perspective as well as from the funding perspective. Thank you.
Nice, sir. Nice inputs. Now, S.S. Yadav, sir. Like, as you said, this private sector definitely is contributing 75% of its services. And what more you need? Now, the way how it's going on, are you satisfied? Or you want to give any other inputs? If, for example, like you pointed out regarding this, so many registrations to start a small nursing home. Like that, is there any other points want to enlighten here?
Nowadays in this world, we are thinking of making things smoother. Smoother to the extent that whenever we are hungry, we are behind Zomato, Swiggy to get the food for us. Although we are not that developed to get a child without anything else, like a e-child coming up tomorrow. But there are things which could be simplified. I am talking in terms of small hospitals, not in terms of corporate hospitals or any other hospitals. I think a single window system to see that these hospitals get a permit as fast as possible. Number two, a system wherein they can be given loan without much interest. Only the interest will start once they start to earn the amount from them. And then less rules and regulations. Although safety is the most priority thing, that thing cannot be there. We already have in our criteria how to establish a small nursing home, what are the safety aspects of it, what are the essential things which are needed for that. All these write-ups are done. From the people who are running these small setups, they want an assurance. Nowadays, a lot of violence is happening in this country on medical professionals, not just the doctors, even the sisters, staff, everybody is being attacked. We are representing from the past 8 years to the Government of India to get a rule for us so that the preparators of violence are taken to task. Once that happens, maybe hindrance will be there for somebody to attack on somebody. Because we are the only people who are soft targets. They will not go to a revenue office, they will not go to electricity office, they will not go to another office to attack. Because they are more stronger. New doctors, having a setup in a small place, definitely need protection. Maybe the laws will help. Maybe the laws will make it more simple for them to see and do everything. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, medical science is not an exact science. That is why the role of AI is coming into play. We are trying to use artificial intelligence to see that we come to a good diagnosis and give good treatment. Indian doctors all over the world, the most respected people, the most respected doctors in the world are the Indians. We are experts in UK, USA, Europe, wherever you go, people think of going to an Indian doctor to get treated. Why? Because we are plain-hearted, we do a lot of hard work. As somebody said, we have a lot of compassion, and doctors who are people who come into the medical field are not come to earn, they have come to serve. Ultimate aim is the government must use us to serve the people instead of being otherwise. Thank you.
Dr. Ramesh, first of all, I congratulate you because NIMS is going to be a 4,000 bed hospital. I think it's going to be a very big hospital in India, right? So I'm congratulating that. And what's your last, have some closing remarks from you?
Sir, this is not my own statement. Recently, our Honorable Director, sir, had received the need to, from last 5 years of patents, sir. My dear panelists, yeah, sir, Rajara, sir. Very recently, sir, our beloved director, Dr. Birappa, sir, had received the statement from the NEET. All the top rankers from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, they are choosing Nizams instead of medical sciences. This is not my word, sir. This is the neat statement who had come from to our director, sir. Just think, sir, how the Telangana healthcare industry is growing on, and what is that big trust on one of the public sector gained. So the another fact, sir, I would like to conclude, sir, because you see, then Rajarao sir told and Nagendra sir also told, sir, and our sir, we NIMS also receive 80% of the patients are from the Arogyasri. But sir, for them also, we are going to give a state-of-art equipment diagnostic facilities, and as well as, sir, very recently we have purchased the robotic system. Apart from that, sir, we have wonderful PET scan and MRI and everything. So the most advanced state-of-art equipment our government has provided, and at this juncture and from this dais, I thank all. That credit goes to our great leader, Honorable CM KCR sir, and Health Minister sir, Harish Rao sir, and thank you one and all, and thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Madam, so ultimately, what's the closing remarks of you as far as the Jeevan Dan program is concerned?
As far as organ donation is concerned, I would like to just conclude saying that everybody can be a part of this program. You don't have to be a surgeon, you don't have to be a bureaucrat, you don't have to be a policy maker. Every common man or individual can be a part of this program by merely just pledging the organs. I think I have distributed all the forms for organ pledging. So please go through. There is nothing legal here. So nothing that you are going to take your organs. It's just a means of awareness. Pledge your organs. If you're not okay with pledging your organs, but okay, fine, it's fine. You please, pass on the message to your own friends, family members, or create awareness in the public so that we don't find people dying of lack of organs. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir, Professor Renu John, your closing remarks on technological perspective.
So let's take up the vision of the state in building a good ecosystem, supporting the healthcare, and one of the best states in the country, and show a model to the globe. I think that. Thank you.
So, I thank all the panelists for participating in this session. Any question and answers?
I would like to call upon Dr. Shafqat Khan, Additional Mission Director, AB Digital Health Mission, Jammu and Kashmir, to please come on to the dais to give away the mementos to our panelists here. I would like Dr. M. Raja Rao, Superintendent, Gandhi Hospital, Hyderabad, to please come ahead and receive the memento for moderating the session so well. Next, I would like to call upon Dr. B. Nagender, Superintendent, Osmania General Hospital, Hyderabad. I would request Dr. S. Yadav, Chairman, IMA's Hospital Board of India, Telangana State, to please come and take the token of appreciation. I would request Dr. G. Swarnalata, in charge Jeevan Dhan program, to please accept a small token of appreciation. Further, I would like Professor Renu John, co-founder and head, Center for Healthcare Entrepreneurship, Professor Biomedical Engineering, IIT Hyderabad, to please take a small token of appreciation. The final panelist for the evening, Dr. Martha Ramesh, Liaison Officer, NIMS, and President of AHA. I would request all the panelists to please come forward for a group picture.